Hey, what's up? My name's Emmy and I sing in a band called RedHook. We're from Sydney, Australia, and we play wacky, heavy music that you can mosh to and sometimes dance to.
Perfect. So I wanted to ask with your influences growing up, because I was trying to speak to someone the other day about your band and they were like, what kind of genre is it? And I went, right. So I kind of want to get into your head to be like, how do you get from what you listened to growing up even to now to having what, because you have a lot of mixtures of genres. Like I was listening to the album, I got an early preview of it, so tough, and it's brilliant.
Thank
And
you.
it brings you on such a journey of like I couldn't go listen to this if you're a metalhead, but then you jump straight into like you're doing some fantastic rapping on it. So anyway, my point being is, what is your musical influences?
I think yeah, the answer to this question is all over the shop.
Yeah.
Like, which is yeah, why our music is so diverse. Because I don't know. I think it's just the way my brain works. Like, I think I would get bored if we just kind of stuck to doing the same thing all the time. But influences wise, um, I guess like the first sort of genre of music that I really got into is like 80s metal.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like obsessed with Guns N' Roses and Metallica. I wanted to be Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Basically, my first band was like a really cheesy 80s inspired metal band, and I wore leather pants and
That's
my
not
hair.
cheesy though.
It was
That is
a bit
not cheesy.
But it's I still love that music. I
Yeah.
have such a soft spot for it. But also yeah, I think my favorite singer of all time was always Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
And but it's been funny, like with RedHook, because I love singing sort of bluesier stuff. But my producer does it I've gotten to to put little bits and pieces of it in a few of the songs, but mostly he doesn't like when I sing when I want to do bluesy stuff or sounds a bit too 80s.
But you could easily do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I don't know if the track names are out for the songs that aren't released.
Yes, they are. So
okay,
go right ahead.
Like I was listening to Bond.com, amazing, and then Hex came on. I was like, I have friends who are into all these different genres, and I could go this. Do you find it hard when people go, give me the song to get you into your band?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. And also have that same, when people ask me, when people aren't familiar with the band and they're like, oh, what sort of music do you play? Like what genre? And I'm like, all of them. No, but it's
But
it's
that must
hard,
really
yeah.
help, because a lot of bands pigeonhole themselves. Like one of the things that I found stand out from your band was that you really embrace programming and samples
Yes.
and synth. And we're almost in this split where people want to keep it pure and guitar driven in the area, and that's cool. And then people want to go full computer, and that's cool. Where you've got a mixture of everything, but when you do the programming, it doesn't just sit there and the vocals sit there. Everything goes together.
100%. I think we always at the core, we'll always be a rock band,
Yeah.
but I think all the programming and stuff is there just to elevate the sound and kind of add cool different elements to it rather than just be the whole sound.
Yeah.
All about, I think the drums are a big part of it, Alex's drums, and just having a
They're
real
really
kit.
punchy.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a real kit. Like there's a lot of bands that go down the route of I don't know, programming the drums because it sounds cleaner or whatever. But yours is just, it's fat.
Yeah, it's girthy.
Yeah.
Girthy beats.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, even when I was coming down here on the train or on the bus, sorry, I was just going through Spotify, just listening to music, and there was 2 daily mixes or playlists, and you were front and center, and I'm like, you're doing something right. And they're not my playlist, they're Spotify's.
Oh yeah. We got 2 covers off that, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
For people who are expecting the album, can you tell us a bit about the process of getting into writing it? Because I know you've been doing a lot of singles and EPs leading up to it.
Yes.
But what was the thought behind the album in its entirety?
Yeah, well, I guess to be completely honest with you, we just we had a bit of a break from touring, which was rare, and we just went into the studio, and to be honest, we didn't intend to like come out with an album. We're just like we're just gonna go in there. We're just gonna write some
Does
songs.
that take the pressure off it at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I think like it's and I guess that was one of the good things. Like it's one good thing about being independent. It's kind of like you set your own rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just went in there and we were like, just let's just write some songs because I guess that's always like RedHook. Our mentality has always been very song focused. It's like, you know, like every song is important and, you know, an album is great, but like we want every single song, if we, you know, when we release albums, we want every single song to be like a 10 out of 10.
Well, this is what I was literally about to say was you could tell that from the build up from when I started listening to you, it was like single, 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 and everything was amazing. And I'm not just saying this because I'm talking to you. Like when you get an album, even nowadays, you're like, is there a filler song on it?
Yes.
And there's not.
Yeah,
like
no.
in this album, there's absolutely no filler, and there's nothing you'd be like, oh, that was good. I can't wait for the next one. It's I say this on the channel all the time. Like it flows very well.
Thank you.
And you can tell that it is song focused. I'm glad you said that because it's very hard in this world to make an album, in this kind of climate, to make an album where you're not just, oh, we've got 7 songs, let's just throw 3 in there.
Totally.
Which is very hard. But is there any of the songs from the new album that you're really excited to play, say, tonight?
Oh, I'm really excited to play. I mean, Cannibal is a really, really fun live song.
Yeah.
It's just because I just get to do a lot of screaming on that one and just like, yeah, just go ham. And also Pyromaniac's been really fun to play live.
It's fun.
But, and yeah, there's like other songs on the album that we haven't released that I'm also really excited to bust out.
To tease them out.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I want to just experience it from the transition of listening to an album to seeing it live, because I've seen you before. I can't remember, somewhere in Manchester maybe, but with the new stuff, like I'm just ready to divulge it. You know what I mean? Take it in.
Hell yeah! Well, I hope that you like this set.
Well,
It's like it's fun as we've gotten to that point now where it's like doing a half an hour set is so hard because you have to, you know, because we've got like all these new songs, but then it's like, you know, if we don't play some of like the older, like bigger ones, people get upset. So it's
but that's a good problem to be in. Like if you were like, oh no, we have to just fill half an hour. You're now going, we can chop this. We have to chop this with no time. I suppose that's the only way forward for the band, isn't it?
Totally.
But yeah, like when I was come down here, I was like, oh, hope to play that. And I was like, just stop, because you're going to be playing for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like,
oh my God, yeah, no, we need to come back and do a headline tour.
100. That's what I was going to say. You need to do a headline tour. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much more of your time,
no,
because
you're so fine.
Obviously,
having fun chatting.
So with the tour with Dream State, how did that come about? Was that something that you guys wanted to put in the pipeline? Because on paper, both you and them work so well as like
yeah, well, we're huge fans of Dream State. Like we've been big fans of them. I think we all like follow each other on Instagram, even though we'd never met before this tour. And I think Ned, our bass player, was just chatting to Jesse, and we were just like, let's do some shows together.
That's cool.
So they asked us to do this tour, and we were just jumped at the chance. We were so excited to play with them, and they're just so amazing live.
Yeah,
they're
awesome.
They're incredible, and like it's so inspiring to see them get up there every night and just absolutely do their thing. Like Jessie makes me feel like I want to quit music. I'm just like, you are so talented.
Like I interviewed her a couple of weeks ago, and like she's so passionate about her music and the band and stuff. And then when you actually hear her live, like she's so sweet, like as a person, and then just
it's so funny. Like when you talk to Jess, she's just like so sweet and like just so like soft spoken, and then she gets up there and turns into a like hell demon. Yeah. It's incredible.
I was telling her, I was like, I'm terrified. This is the thing. But yeah, like bumped into her coming in here, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "You're a demon."
Yeah, you're like a secret demon. No, I love it. I love that so much. It's she's incredible. The whole band are incredible, and we're hoping that we can bring them to Australia soon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Are you going to do the other jump? And
we would love to.
Yeah,
we would love to. The hardest thing about we just need a tour where they're not, because Australia is such a big place.
Yeah,
and like an Australian tour, if you're hitting all the capital cities, it's like. A lot of tours in Australia now are just 3 shows.
Yeah.
It's just like the East Coast. So we want to make it worth their while. So, but we want to bring them over. Like
you want to show them the spots as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for people expecting the album coming out, it's what, 22nd?
22nd of November.
Is there any, like, is there any like teasers you want to give people for like what they haven't heard yet, or is it just a matter of?
Ooh. I think the songs that I know we've released a lot of things, but the thing with this album that I really love is like it has been so hard to pick the singles,
Yeah.
and there are songs that are not singles that could have been singles, and like so I really hope everybody likes them.
I think they
and
will.
they're all very different. And I mean you've heard the album, but yeah, again, all very different flavors. So depending on like your taste in music, I think, you know, there'll be something on there hopefully that you dig a lot.
Oh, I definitely agree. Like I've been listening to the singles as they've come out, and like, oh, this is amazing. And then again, there's a jump in genres or such and such. And then you put up a video on Instagram the other day of you like full blown rapping. And like if there was no context there, you're like, this is a different band. But in reality, it's not. It's full roots in the band.
Yeah, totally. And that stuff's fun. I'm really excited to play bomb.com live.
Yeah.
We're not playing it tonight.
That's okay. I'll have to come
Boys
see it
haven't
next
learned
time.
it yet. Yeah, next time.
What's next for you after obviously these set of shows and then the album coming out? Are you doing your own tour or what?
We just finished our biggest ever Australian headline tour.
Congratulations.
And yeah, thank you. It was so much fun. We got to have pyro for the first time
that's
ever.
awesome.
It was
it
so much
scary?
fun.
Were you scared?
Oh yeah, I fucked up real bad. The first night that we had it, everyone, they took me aside. It's like they're like, Emmy, okay, like just make sure you don't go in front of like here and here because that's where the pyro's coming out. There's like a meter exclusion zone, like if you're there it won't go off. I'm like, sweet guys, so fine. But once I got on stage, I just completely lost. I'm very bad. I have no spatial awareness. So after the set, they were like, Emmy, like we only used like 50% of the pyro because you were in the way.
Yeah, you could have went up.
I was like, fuck, sorry guys.
That from pyro scary. Even like I went and seen Sum 41 last night, and there was a bit where like they were like on the drum riser, and there was flames. Like say you're one of them, and the flames were there, and I'm like, I can feel that from here, and I'm sitting.
I know.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
It's a bit scary, but it was fun. But so next year we just, we want to come back here ASAP. Hopefully we can do some headline shows.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. I think it's time we graduate to doing headline shows in the UK.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
We'll give you a hug. We'll give a hug. But thank you so much and good luck with the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.